Good morning, everybody. Well, my name is Antoine, working for Gemalto, looking at mobile financial services in Africa. I've been doing that for a couple of years now, and I'm coming mainly from the telecom space, and I've been working since a couple of past years with banks and financial institutions as well. What we're going to talk today about what I call mobile money materialize, which is a very specific use case of mobile money. We've seen it quickly through the M-Pesa presentation. It's basically the companion cards that are going with mobile money services. I'll go very briefly on what is mobile money. We've been through that already today, where it comes from, etc. And let's say one of these services or features of mobile money services that is the companion card. We'll go through two examples of them and see what are the benefits of it and where it can lead us to in the future. So a quick overview of mobile money. We know in the world there's 2.5 billion people without access to financial services, so the unbanked population is very large. Out of these 2.5 billion people, 1.7 billion of them have a mobile phone, so we can clearly access these people, or we can basically give them access to financial services through the mobile phone. They were not considered really profitable before, but using a mobile phone, you will lower the cost of serve these customers by 50 to 70%, which makes it really a good potential, let's say, for financial inclusion through mobile financial services. This is exactly what has been done through Smart Money 13 years ago and M-Pesa 6 years ago. These are deployments, so the first deployments we call them, or this is the way we call it, a naive way of doing things, which is, we saw it this morning as well on the M-Pesa presentation, which is basically saying, send money home. That was the main use case of M-Pesa at the beginning. It was really sending money home, just tapping into that huge potential of putting that cash money into these handsets and make people use this cash from the mobile and being able to send money to their relatives on the other end of the country. Not really realizing what would be behind, so we're still learning from mobile money services today. M-Pesa in Kenya is still a bit ahead of most of the services. Well, we have today quite around a dozen of services that are above 1 million registered subscribers. When I say services, clearly mobile money services, so services similar to M-Pesa. But M-Pesa is still the one, M-Pesa in Kenya is still the one that is largely dominating the market, with a large share or large proportion of the transactions in the world on mobile money done through M-Pesa. So, talking about M-Pesa, we'll very briefly go through some points of the history, or how the features would, or the features started, and it didn't build by itself in one day. They started clearly with peer-to-peer payments, merchant payments, and etc., up to the point where we'll be talking now about prepaid Visa card. If you want to see a full timeline of M-Pesa, say key milestones, I encourage you to go to check the Safaricom website. They have a very brilliant one out there. But this one is clearly incomplete, and just to point you to the service evolution and basically transforming this, or putting my cash into my phone as transforming it towards financial services, real financial services. Today, Safaricom is really acting as a financial institution. So let's look at the prepaid Safari card in conjunction with the I&M Bank. So it's a Visa prepaid card, co-branded between M-Pesa and I&M Bank. The way it works, so I'm not going to read you can check that on the website, it's just an extract from the website. The way it works is people who are registered already on Safaricom M-Pesa can go and apply for this prepaid card. And once the card is issued, they'll be able to transfer easily money from their M-Pesa account to the account of the prepaid card. So it's a good way for them to be able to make withdrawal and payment into the whole Visa network. So basically, you give to the M-Pesa subscribers another way of making payments. You extend their payment reach. You allow them as well to make purchases online on any kind of website. Right? So that's one example. We have another example that is a little bit different. You'll see very briefly now. I'm going to talk about one mobile money use case of a transfer in Mexico. It's a little bit further from us and it's a little bit more recent. I think they've launched like 1 year ago. It's a joint venture. It started as a joint venture from one mobile operator, Telcel, and two banks, Banamex and Inversa. And as Gemalto, we are the technology provider for them. Let's not talk too much about that now. The way transfer works, it's kind of similar to the launch of M-Pesa. If you look at it 5 years back, it's clearly providing access to financial services to people and banks. And anyone who has a Telcel mobile phone can use the service by just simply sending SMS messages. So we talk a lot about different access channel technologies. This one is the simplest, that was the most applicable in Mexico. People were really used to send SMSs. We just added some security features on top, and here it is. So nothing new compared to M-Pesa in here. Just a quick overview of the Mexico case. Pretty large population of 112 million people. Large unbanked population. Large poverty rate. Pretty good mobile phone penetration of 86%. And fairly large market share of Telcel in this country. So I would say you can really compare it to what happened in Kenya, let's say 6 years or 5 years back now. So the goal of transfer today is still a bit of in terms of the naive between realism comparison, they're still a bit in the naive deployment where they will say, okay, the service that we're going to deploy is clearly for financial inclusion and for people to have access to financial services, so serving the unbanked today. Well, we can talk about the end user benefits. The whole idea is to store money, again, take this cash money, tap into the cash market, put this money into this mobile phone. But what they said, through the joint venture, they said we will benefit from the Telcel extensive reach, from basically benefiting from Telcel's agents all over the country, the good coverage of Telcel's in the most remote area of the country. And a new thing compared to other mobile money deployments, they would say we have an existing payment infrastructure in place in urban areas where the senders usually live in. Right? So basically senders are working in urban areas, sending money in the more remote area or more rural area. They would say, let's use this existing infrastructure, and for that we will link a Visa or MasterCard card for payments to the transfer account. So basically, what registered transfer customers can do is request either a Visa or MasterCard debit card that will be directly linked to the account, meaning that this debit card will debit directly their mobile money stored for the account. So if you compare to the M-Pesa way of doing it, on M-Pesa you get a prepaid card issued by the bank and you can easily transfer funds. You have to transfer funds from one to the other. On this one you debit directly your mobile money account that is provided by your mobile operator. Yeah.
Do you need to go to one of the banks, or can you order your card from the operator's shops anywhere?
I think you have to go to one of the banks, one of the branches of the banks. So basically with the card, the same thing, you can pay at merchants. So basically we use all the benefits of the schemes of MasterCard and Visa. And another thing that they've deployed here is for non-Telcel customers, so for people outside the network. They can purchase one of these cards and load cash into it and receive money transfers into that card, and as well pay at merchants. So basically, if my auntie at the other side of the country is, I won't send her money, but she is not on the right mobile network operators, or she doesn't even have a mobile, I can send her money, or she can go buy that card, and I can send her money into the card that she can use and store safely. So basically what we've done here is say, we have this, we can load money into the phone, we can link a card, link a payment card to this phone and use that payment card on the existing infrastructure. So this is the way the card looks like. Sorry about the picture quality is not that great. So you see same co-branding, it's branded with the name of the bank, name of the mobile operator, and the name of the mobile money service. Alright, so what are the main benefits of this mobile money payment cards, or these companion cards as we call them? Of course, extending acceptance. The mobile payment instrument is only as good as its acceptance network. Right? So if you extend from just mobile money into one country to Visa and MasterCard internationally, you will allow people to make purchases or to make withdrawal in much more places than what they could do today. You will extend user reach and address people outside the network, as we just saw with Telsa. That will be able to address people that are outside the Telsa's network, or even people not having a mobile phone. Another benefit that you get from this kind of cards is the co-branding. Mobile money services usually, or mobile network operators, are not card issuers, so they will have at some points to use some partnership with banks to be able to issue payment cards. And you will get the co-branding and associate your bank image with an innovative service on mobile financial services. So now we say we have this, these two instruments, but it's two separate instruments. What could be the future of it, and what can we do with it? We talk a lot about contactless these days, and we say if we have to do, let's say, this mobile money companion card, why not making it contactless in the first place? Why not making it usable to tap and pay, so that we can deploy the NFC or the contactless infrastructure, so that the day partnerships will be strong enough, we'll take this and do it like this. And I just have that for payment. And I always have it in my pocket, always with me. And that can be only viable and only materialized through very, very strong partnerships between banks and governments. Thank you very much.